I am here today to talk to you about building your email list. And I always are telling everybody how important it is to build your email list and how it's just as important as posting on social media, because you have time then to build a good relationship with your customers. It's good customer communication for people to know what you're doing and what your message is. It's a great way for your customers to see what's really going on in your business, because it can be very, very busy online and it's in their inbox, and it keeps you focused on the message that you want to give to your customers rather than telling different thing every day on social media. The full email can have the full list of everything that you need to tell them, and it's straight into their inbox where they subscribe to their favorite email address, and you can't go far wrong. Whereas on social media, you're battling against algorithms and being found on somebody's newsfeed. So there's an awful lot of talking about what the conversion is, and the truth is not everyone does open up your email. The good thing is if you use something like MailChimp to send out a newsletter, we'll tell you exactly who does open and when, and it's great insights for you to know so you can see what emails work and which ones don't. And it's very important to have an email header that draws them in, and or that you have something in that email that they can't wait to get the information. They're nosy enough to read it, because everybody is very, very busy in their life. Generally, anything from 3 to 30% of your subscribers can open up your email, or maybe more if you're very, very lucky. But that would be my rule, that that's quite normal, and not to be alarmed that only that amount of people would open up your email. But my tip would be to be consistent and to send the emails at the same time and in the same sort of format, so your subscribers know what to expect. Everybody likes to have the same thing and know when to expect it. As you were saying earlier there, Orla, that life is very busy and you're getting a lot of notifications from different people all the time. So being consistent is the main thing to worry about and to focus on. But at the same time, you want to have the same email but different information inside it, and to be consistent so you're not really repeating yourself too much. If you're sending the same email with the same information week on week, people will stop opening it because it's not exciting enough for them. So people think, do I concentrate on emails or do I concentrate on social media? And the thing is that it's not an either or. But the good thing about an email is it goes right into their inbox, and you're not relying on being seen at a certain time on somebody's newsfeed. And at this minute in time, it's very difficult to be seen sometimes on Facebook or Instagram, because it's all down to engagement and algorithms and all that sort of stuff. But if you're sending an email, it's going straight into their hand. And the good thing is that your subscribers are warm leads. They've subscribed to your email because they've clicked on something that you said that they liked, that they decided they wanted more information of. So they're warm leads and they're already following you and they're already like you. Whereas sometimes somebody can follow your page and never see it again. And it's not a matter of doing email marketing instead of social media. But it's as well as, and I know it seems like it's no more work, but it's a no-brainer. It's just putting all the information that you put in your social media into a weekly email or monthly, depending on what suits you and your customers. So how to build that list? Some people have put here like the pop-up subscriber form on your website, asking your website visitors to sign up and receive updates and offers. A lot of my email subscribers come on entry to the Facebook group, asking people to subscribe and leave and to receive any updates that they might miss, because again, even though they're part of a Facebook group, they may not see your updates. And then providing freebies and top tips to attract customers in various different ways, or maybe a free event like this one, and talking about customer pain points. And the whole point of that is to demonstrate your expertise so that they like what you do and then possibly buy from you in the future. So here's all the different ways that I could think of that can be paid or free sort of resources that can help people sign up to your email address. My main one is the ebook. Everybody loves an ebook. This can be a how-to ebook, could be a planner, whatever you like. People love that and they are happy to subscribe to receive that. A white paper, this is an American term, it's like a report. So say, for instance, you were carrying out a survey and for business reasons, whatever, maybe something like what you do, Danielle, and say this is what 90% of the customers said, and that this is something that's of value to your business customers, and they would then subscribe to get that information. Audio files, Noeline, what about, if you converted all your videos into podcasts, or maybe if you're doing a meditation, people might sign up to receive that. Binder notes, it's a great way to attract customers after an event and get them to buy the notes, but it's also something that they would leave their email address for to receive. Interview series where people would maybe sign up for something to receive the videos of maybe speakers giving advice on a series of topic. And this is not the same as maybe going live on Facebook. This is maybe pre-recorded speakers, and people can't access it unless they leave their email address. Mini courses, masterclasses, workshops, boot camps, and challenges. Challenges is a big one for me. The 30-day of Instagram challenge gets a lot of subscribers. Maybe not everybody takes part, but they do sign up for it. I get their email address. They do get the workbook, and it means that they still are interested in that particular subject. One-off discovery calls, people can book that through their email and leave their email address, and it's important then because they have responded to your offering, that then they want to leave their email address, and so you do know that that is a warm lead. PDFs, Trello board's a new big one for me. I've been looking at that, and I'm excited by it because it's so visual and it's like a step-by-step instruction for people. Slide decks is a big one. Playbooks, membership's a good one, either free or paid. Retreats, events, Summit. Now, Eventbrite has stopped people from being able to link Eventbrite to MailChimp, whereas before, if you signed up for an event with Mums at Work, your email address was automatically linked to the MailChimp mailing list, but Eventbrite has stopped that, so that's something that's not available as much anymore. Masterminds, signing up to receive a USB drive. Video series, maybe an unlisted series that you have really already made, how to do this or how to do that, and put them onto YouTube. You can mark those as unlisted, and then only people who receive their email address can access those checklists, digital assets, templates, email or phone support, accountability groups, planners, calendars, calculators, assessments, toolkits, tutorials, software, quizzes. Quizzes is a big one that I often would sign in to say, what kind of business person am I quiz? And that person then has my email address. An email or text course. We have a lady in the group who sends out some top tips by text to people, and they have subscribed to her through email. Group coaching and cheat sheets. And I have a PDF of this, which is free in the membership area, and it's really good to have because we already talked about repurposing content. And so if you're stuck for what to create, I think you should go back to that webinar and watch it on repurposing all your content and think about all the ways you can create a resource from the problems that you solve for other people, most frequently asked questions, and the common pain point of your customer. You could do a video series, an ebook, a PDF. There's many different ways that you can repurpose that content and put it out there on social media or your website for people to sign up and keep attracting people to your email address. And if you're still stuck, think about your industry title. For example, for me, it used to be wedding, and head over to Pinterest and just put in the search bar 10 top tips wedding, and you'll find that there's many different kinds of PDFs and resources that somebody has already created, like 10 top tips for doing your DIY decor, 10 top tips for making sure you've got the right stationery, 10 top tips for managing your guests. There's so much inspiration over there on Pinterest, and it's really good to see what the most popular ones are. So put up subscriber forms on your website. I think that this is an easy no-brainer. People already visited your website, so they showed interest. So getting their email address off them there should be quite simple. And if they don't want to, they don't want to. Facebook joining questions, it's really, really easy. And they can leave it, but they don't have to. Again, it's something if they want to. And if they do, you do know that it's a warm lead. And the landing page and the resource and the infographics, etc., or a funnel, which retargets them and all the rest. And to do funnels, we'd need probably another day for doing that. So we're not going to touch on that today. But a funnel is something which is a little bit more than a landing page, and it's really good for getting people to sign up for different things that you've got to offer online. So Facebook also has a leads generator ad where they can collect email addresses for you, but it's part of a paid ad feature. And if you're going to do that, I would suggest that you would get an expert to help you with that. If you are okay with doing Facebook ads yourself, then that's no problem. But if you're unsure at all, because of the money that can be wasted doing Facebook ads, you really need to get somebody to really help you with ads or to teach you them. And then people always ask me, who should I use for landing pages and email marketing? And I use MailChimp, but I've also in the past used MailerLite, and another one is Keep. I think Keep have changed their name recently, but if you search Keep, it will still bring up the other people. But MailChimp and MailerLite are very, very easy to use, and up to 2,000 subscribers on MailChimp is free. Once you go over that, it can become very expensive, and that's when you might want to export your mailing list out and take it somewhere else. Generally, that could be like Keep or somewhere else. Maybe it's a little less expensive, but is maybe more technical to use because it does cater for those massive mailing lists. And you can build funnels to gather up email addresses with platforms like ClickFunnels, Podia that I use, Kajabi, and there's so many out there now. I think even if you have a WordPress website, it will do that for you. This is an example of all the different kinds of landing pages that you get with MailChimp so that you can gather up email addresses from people. So there's a simple lead generation. You can also accept payments. You can have, this is the one that I use because it's simple, that you'll sign up to receive whatever and they enter their email, click it and you've got it, and so on. And it's fairly simple and easy to redesign these for your own branding. I use Podia for all the freebies that we have. When people go to view the product and they sign up for it, then the email is connected to MailChimp, and it's very easy then to build the mailing list. This is the resource that I told you about with all the different ways that you can build your online business. And it gives the list of all those different resources where you can get somebody's email address and then also maybe sell them something, maybe a low-cost online product or a course. Or in this case, you could also sell like a coaching call or whatever you like. So once you have them signed up, then what are you going to tell them about? You can tell them about your business news, your special offers and your events, any lessons. There's one email I get every week, and it's a business coach, and she tells the lessons that her clients learned this week. And I think that's fantastic because we probably have some sort of something in common with these people, and those lessons learned could also apply to me. And I love reading her emails, advice for other people or for your members, or anything at all that you want to tell them that you think is relevant to them, and also relevant to your business and to your branding and your message. So here are some email lines that I have downloaded and copied and pasted off somebody else's website, but it's to give you an idea of what they think works for opening up your email address. Putting on Mums at Work newsletter works to a certain extent, but it doesn't seem very exciting enough for people to want to open it up and watch it. And now this is for people who have FOMO, the fear of missing out, tonight only, and you're missing out on points and all that sort of stuff. It only works for me sometimes now. I've sort of become very I'm not driven by FOMO anymore. Curiosity, a surprise gift for you, or don't open this email, might make me want to open it. Can work for some people. I don't know if it would work for me. Some funny ones. need a day at the beach. Try to avoid these 27 people on New Year's Eve. Again, these have to be relevant to your business for it to work with your customers, and you will know if funny is relevant to them or not. Vanity, I suppose this is for people maybe who are into fashion and aesthetics. Do you know the products that celebrities are wearing today? I'm sure that would be Sephora use that one, and I'm sure that is one that would probably get people opening up, and La Mer use age-defying beauty tips and tricks. Topshop says meet your new jeans. Now they've labelled this under great because it's 2 for 2 and 25% off and a little luxury. I think everybody loves a wee bargain, and sometimes if you have got that going on, that is exactly what you need to put into your email header. For me, I must suffer from sloth, because when I read this last night, I had a good laugh, because if it says a native ad in 60 minutes or less, I would definitely sign up for that, because it's telling me exactly what I'm going to get. Again, with 212 blog post ideas, I would open that, and a 63-point checklist. I would definitely open all these kinds of email, because it's telling me exactly what I'm going to get, and it's going to be laid out really well for me. So I would definitely download those kind of things. Pain points, I also think I would learn, learn language only 5 minutes a day. I definitely would open that email, so I think that's the kind of thing that you have to decide when you're creating your emails. What are people going to click on your email to open it? Even if they're subscribed, really, you really want them to get as many people to open it as possible. And then again, retargeting, because if they haven't opened their email, then you need to think about how you can get them to open up. Hey, forgot something, here's 20% off. Especially if that's what do they call that whenever it's left in the cart, on your website. And so that kind of thing there for getting people to open up. And so I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and I can take any questions.
Sorry, I was